Zach Jester, 25 years old, born and raised on Chincoteague Island. Um, been a decoy carver for about 4 years now, going strong, hard and heavy. I have had an interest in carving decoys my whole life, and plan on keeping it going on. It's main right now. It's main in its parts. I guess my main way has been oystering, working on the water, um, and doing a little bit of construction on the side. But in the past 2 years, decoy carving has been my main priority of money income, um, and it pays the bills. Um, Shoot, I used to be Rotary's next door neighbor back when I grew up on the north end of the island. Um, I watched him through his shop windows as I played in the yard. Got an interest in it then. Loved duck hunting back then as well, so I ended up going in there one evening, put a knife in my hand, put an apron on me, and to work I went. And from then on, it was just like, game on. I had an attachment to it, and that was probably back in 1999, 2000, maybe a little bit later than that, maybe '02. About 12 years old, I guess. And ever since then, it's just, it's been a passion to do it, and maybe do it for a living. So that's what I've been aiming for. You're looking at him. The Canadian goose. Man, if you can tell there, he starts out as about 24 inches long is the block, and cut him out. He's got most of that work done on him by a hatchet, and I mean, he comes out in block form. You got to do a lot of work chopping the edges of him down, sanding him down, doing a little bit of the detail work in the head. Very hard process, but once you get used to it and know what you're doing, you can roll with it from there. But by far, he has been the most difficult I've done up to date. Is this guy right here, and that's the first one I've ever done. So
is that a special order?
No, he's not ordered by anybody. I come out here one day last week, and I said I had a piece of wood big enough for him, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and bandsaw a goose out. And once I bandsawed him out and started chopping, and when I noticed I didn't want to make a goose anymore, I wanted to stop quick, but I kept going.
Cool.
But he's the most difficult by far, absolutely. The Easter Decoy Festival here on Chincoteague was the first one I've done. Um, Donna Leonard called me the Friday before, actually, and said, hey, why don't you do the Decoy Festival this coming weekend? And I was skeptical about it. I was like, man, I haven't made anything. I haven't got prepared. I wasn't planning on doing it. I told her last November at the Thanksgiving show, I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do that next one. So she gave me the form. Never thought about it all winter long. Sold everything I had, all my birds. I kept selling them. And then the week before, she contacted me and she said, oh, come on up here and do it. And I told her yes, and after I got off the phone, regretted that decision, and I started to look around at everything I had, and I hadn't had nothing done. I had the first bird cut out. So the week before that, I was calling people, and I was borrowing some birds back just to put on display to show, the different amounts of work I could do. And then I cut out 13 birds one morning, canvasbacks, bluebills, all kinds of different birds. And in 5 days, I had finished 13 decoys, some more decorative than others, some were just hunting decoys, and a few shorebirds. Painted them all up. I think I was in here, I think I put a couple 16-hour days in, just grinding, And then come Thursday, I took them all up there to the show. Got in there, I was expecting to do mediocre. I wanted to go there in the state of mind that you're not going to sell nothing.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want my hopes to get down. And I got in there and did great. I sold out every bird I had on my table. Met a lot of new people. And did good. I got the People's Choice Award for the decoys and the best carving display. And I'll definitely be going back.
Cool. Now, you are one of the youngest decoy artists, or decoy carvers, I guess artist, carver, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, on the island. How does that make you feel? And also, like, everything's taken off that you've done.
Right. It's a feeling of accomplishment. In a way, I wish there were more. I've tried to get friends interested into it. Oh hey, I'm gonna come over and carve a decoy with you. So they come over here and I bandsaw them out a duck, and they put the hatchet to it. They find out quick that it ain't easy, and I guess I make it look easy, and they find out quick that they don't want to do it anymore, so they just leave them here. I've got tons of bird baskets of people just come over here, started stuff, and just not finished it at all. So I save it so when they come back. But in a way, it feels good to be the youngest on the island, but I don't want it to be that way. I want more people to. Nobody's doing it no more. Nobody's coming up. It seemed there for a while, right when I was getting back heavy into it, that a few people started putting stuff on Facebook and they wanted to come up, but it kind of calmed right back down again. I encourage younger people. My little brother, I wish he'd get into it, and a few other people on the island, that I can keep pointing out. But as the youngest one, it does feel good, but I wish there were more coming up. I really do. Absolutely. When you're out there seeing the ducks in their own environment, summer, winter, when you're hunting, when I'm out there oystering, when I'm doing anything, seeing their ducks in their own environment, to me, there's nothing like it. It's just a different outlook on them. You see them doing their different poses and stuff, and it makes you want to come in here and remember that pose and say, all right, so you come in here and you draw that pattern up and you go, I think I like that pattern, so we'll trace that pattern out. We'll put it on a block of wood, and you can bring their life and their habitat into a life into wood. You know what I mean? And keep it forever. It's just a different perspective of looking out on them, and it definitely is a way better perspective. It definitely is. It gives you a better idea of how it's going to go into the wood.